AEW Dynamite. Was it a wrestling show, ladies and gentlemen, or did we watch performative arts at medieval times? AEW takes residency in Chicago. You know, they're home away from home. Drawing an unbelievable 1,100 in attendance. We'll have double that tonight. 1,100 inside a music hall. This is the same company that sold out the United Center on a rumor. Yet we're spoon-fed that everything is great in AEW. You know what wasn't great? This show. Show sucks. As usual. After Saturday, we were great. We were happy. We were excited. Now it's back to business. We're going to the beer garden. Jesse's in the venue. And I want to know on this Wednesday night, what the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there.
Why has Triple H been so successful? Why is Triple H running WWE better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard on Monday and Friday night? Long-term booking.
What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining us right here on Off the Script. This is your AEW Dynamite post show for July 16th, 2025. I am your host, JD from New York, as always, coming to you live from the OTS Beer Garden. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on your Wednesday evenings, wherever you may be, joined by the one and only Chi-Town Smart himself, Jesse. What's going on, brother?
What's up, brother? How you feel, man?
I feel good. I feel good.
Man.
I don't feel good after watching this show tonight, but I feel good.
What? Show's a banger, bro.
Oh, man, yeah. You're a sicko now all of a sudden after Saturday,
I'm
huh?
a sicko today. This show sucked, man.
Yeah, this show was awful. By the way, if anybody's watching and you see Jesse's layout moving within his little box there, I just want you to know that it's not his fault. He's not on a boat somewhere. He is very much at his residence. StreamYard is actually having problems tonight.
No, I'm in your mother's basement. See.
So my mother's rocking your basement, huh?
Well, I mean,
okay.
You said it, not me, bro.
Okay. So if anybody is going to question why Jesse is moving, that is the reason. Okay. StreamYard is a problem tonight. This did not happen with Solid Monster last night. So something happened between last night and tonight. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to have a great show tonight covering what was a very, very lame and effortless AEW Dynamite tonight. I don't know, man. I'll leave it up to you, man. Talk to me. Let me know what you're thinking about this show, because I got a couple of words I want to say, but I'm going to leave it off with you.
I had some fun at the start of the show with the Young Bucks, man. I thought everything they did with the Bucks to start the show was probably some of the funniest shit they've ever done in the company. I wish they would have threaded it throughout the whole goddamn show, to be honest.
You mean their take on bum-ass Corbin, huh?
Man, it was so good. It was so good. They had to Uber to the goddamn arena. They had no locker room. Motherfuckers were treating them like dirt. Renee is just fucking laughing at them. They should have just kept that up throughout the whole show. That was absolutely hilarious. After that, I don't know what the fuck happened, man.
I don't know. The sickos are saying that they progressed many, many, many stories on this show. I'm trying to figure out what those many, many, many stories are.
Man. So, like I said, I like starting off on a positive note, and I enjoyed what they did with the Young Bucks to start.
All right. That's Jesse's analysis for this great Dynamite, man, coming off of their biggest North American show of all time.
I want to embrace what they did correctly. I think they did a good job embracing that they're no longer EVPs, taking some stabs at them and bringing them down a few notches. I thought that was fun. That was funny. They might be reteaming with Don Callis over here soon. We're not sure. Maybe. We don't know. But look, all kidding aside, I feel like they did not have that we just came off of our biggest show. Let's give them our biggest Dynamite mentality. They didn't have that let's go out and kill the game mentality. They had let's come out and just be a normal show mentality. And I want to say that too. I don't think it was a terrible show. I feel like it was a bad show on the scale of what I was expecting coming off. I was looking after Raw after Mania type levels of a Dynamite. And this was just a Dynamite. That was it.
This was a Dynamite? This was like a fucking Saturday Night's Collision, bro.
Yeah, it was. I was disappointed. I was highly, highly disappointed by the intensity they brought in this show. I was expecting something big. This is their first night of their residency at the Argonne Ballroom, an historic ballroom in Chicago. I would say it's the Chicago version of the Hammerstein Ballroom. I would give it that kind of level. But it just felt like they were just putting on a show and just trying to get done so they could go home and play Destiny 2 just like us.
Jesse mentioned the Aragon or the Argonne?
The Argonne.
The Argonne Ballroom. This is their residency in Chicago. And I think the residencies are a good idea. I do. I also think it's optically looks like a terrible idea if you're AEW, especially coming off of a stadium show at Globe Light Field with 28,000 people in attendance to turn around the following Wednesday, which should be one of the biggest Dynamites of the entire year. You turn around from 28,000 people and then you go right into the Argonne Ballroom and fit less than 1,200 people inside that building to watch what was probably from top to bottom one of the worst booked Dynamites of the entire year. I don't know how AEW and their fan base could look at this as anything but an effortless, low-effort disappointment. I don't understand how people don't see what the problem is with this company. Now, I want to say something positive. I like the smaller venues. I think the ballroom tonight looked great. You know, I could sit here and joke that it looked like fucking medieval times in there. I don't know how old the venue is, but for a pro wrestling show, I actually quite like that stuff. I like a setup like that. I like a venue like that. It was 1,100, 1,200 or so people. It was loud. The sound wasn't bouncing all over the place where you heard 3 or 4 different fucking echoes like that they were operating in a hallway. Everything sounded full. The crowd was lively, and it looked good on TV. It sounded good on TV. But I wouldn't be me if I didn't say this on this show tonight following 28,000 in Globe Life Field. The fact that this company finds its home in Chicago multiple times a year. This is their home. Jacksonville might be their home, but this is their home. They are here multiple times a year. The fact that you fit 1,200 people in the city of Chicago, and that's all you think the city of Chicago is worth, when this company used to fill 18,000, 19,000 inside the United Center off of a fucking rumor, how you don't think that this company is in the shithole it's in for multiple reasons, and how you think that this company is operating great. You're delusional. You are delusional. I don't know how you could look at this and find it optically to be something that makes sense for the company. You know, WWE, I've seen a lot of people on social media complaining about the negativity about the venue, and people were complaining that other people were complaining. That's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But I put out a very well thought out tweet that didn't bury anybody, that didn't come off angry. It was just a pro wrestling fan giving you his opinion on what he was seeing. And I see everybody complaining, from Raj Giri to others in the community, about the venue, the size of the venue. And I agree, optically, it looked ridiculous. But this is how clueless Tony Khan is. He doesn't give a shit about this. As long as he's putting on a great show and he can go on this podcast and that television network and do this interview and claim that everything is great. It's not. How you go from 28,000 people to 1,100 people optically, I don't know how the fuck do you think that's great. I don't see how this is great at all. Now, people were comparing this to WWF back in the days when they ran the Manhattan Center in New York City. First of all, I don't know why we're comparing AEW to WWE. Everybody wants to help it. I don't know. That's exactly it. You don't want us to compare, but then you want to compare WWF, WWE to AEW. Let me tell you something. All these fucking simpleton idiots out there. AEW, when they first burst onto the scene in 2019, they didn't operate as an indie. Their first show sold 14,000 tickets in Washington, D.C. You were the spiritual successor to WCW right out of the gate. They were doing tens of thousands of people in basketball arenas, and they did that and maintained that up until CM Punk got there, and then when he left, shit fell off a fucking cliff. You cannot compare this to the Manhattan Center. Oh, everybody goes through ebbs and flows. Everybody goes through ups and downs. Not when AEW burst onto the scene as the second largest North American pro wrestling company outside WWE on day one. And they were doing the numbers and attendance in those arenas that they were doing. This is an absolute fucking travesty for the company. This is an absolute embarrassment for the company. Can you imagine? Just think about this. Imagine WWE right now running 60 to 70,000 people at WrestleMania and then turning around and doing fucking 1,500 inside a fucking bingo hall for the Raw after Mania. That's what you think of your company. That's what I look at as a fan. I look at the fucking fact that this place isn't a business, because if it was, you wouldn't do that to your own company. 1,100 people inside a fucking building after 28,000. If this was WWE and they did it, you wouldn't hear the fucking end of it on social media. Optically, it looks terrible. But at the end of the day, it sounded good, it looked good, and nobody's going to give a shit because they're going to base their opinions just on how it looked and what it sounded like. But I'm letting everybody know that if you think AEW is doing great, look at that. That is all the reason that you need to know that they are not. That's what I have to say there.
Fun fact, the Argonne Ballroom was built in 1926.
It looked from 1926.
It's a staple.
Didn't you say you saw Jay-Z there?
Yeah. So I need to correct myself. I just text my buddy, and I thought it was the Argonne Ballroom. It was not. It was the Park West. Very similar venue, but not it. But there have been lots of big shows in there with. Well, I would say it's not like. I mean, smaller artists do go there, but they have this thing but hosting bigger artists in the smaller venue. Like Wu-Tang has been there, stuff like that, and it's just so intimate. It's just so small. You would expect some of these artists that have performed there to be at huge stadiums. And sometimes when they come and chill and hang out in the city, they'll come to places like the Argonne Ballroom. So it's a favorite. The venue is goated here in Chicago. I guess you just got to live here to understand it. So that's probably why, the crowd, filled it up. The crowd was hyped. They had fun. I would have loved to have gone there, to be honest. No one sent me a ticket. If someone would have sent me a ticket, I would have went. But it's...
They ain't sending you a ticket, bro. They're too busy putting caricatures of me on their fucking T-shirt after All In. Imagine that.
That's fucking hilarious.
Imagine that. We rattled them so badly, bro, that they got to make cartoon characters of me and put it on a fucking T-shirt. You know how many FTR T-shirts I own, bro? 0.
None. I'm like, I wish I can get a pro wrestler to wear a T-shirt of me. That's fucking
I've rattled them so badly that Dax put me on a fucking T-shirt. That T-shirt's probably better looking than anything FTR came out with on shopaew.com. Great job there, bro.
Hey, just don't be bitches about it, man. Make it full on. Put your name of it. Give you some royalties from it, by the fucking way, man. Don't sit there and try to make some Temu knockoff.
That shit spoke loud. That shit spoke louder to me, bro, than anything I've ever seen in my entire life. I could be front row at a fucking Cannibal Corpse concert, and that shirt spoke louder than they fucking did on stage, man. That's how pathetic that is.
How many YouTube podcasters in pro wrestling exist? Total. Just how many exist? There's gotta be, thousands, right?
Bro,
how many?
Bro, everybody and everyone's doing this shit, man.
That is, how many wrestlers do you know are out there wearing a T-shirt with a podcaster on it? Say what you want. Oh, it's funny and laugh. Bro, you are wearing a T-shirt about a podcaster, and you have
for a situation that never even happened, fabricated. That's what they do. They're running with a fabrication, man. You believe that shit?
I love it.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Listen, that's what I have to say about the show. Fine. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but optically, you want to be number 2. They don't look like number 2, man. Even though All In was a tremendous show.
They're wearing a T-shirt about how many people were in that venue tonight?
1,200 or so.
We have 2,100 right here watching.
We have double the amount of people that were in that venue.
And they're worried about what you are saying. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. They have no idea that wearing that shirt brings more viewers to your channel. They are so goddamn oblivious.
Soft?
He's Dax Softwood, man. What else do you expect, bro? But they are completely oblivious to what they're doing. They are bringing more attention, which is great, fantastic. Keep doing it. As they want to complain about everything you have to say, then why are more people here than are at their goddamn shows?
It's a good question. Well, if the show was booked a little bit better, there may be more people inside that venue. What do you want to start off with tonight, Jesse? What was the biggest besides the Young Bucks? We'll definitely get into that. But what do you want to talk about? What was like the biggest takeaway from tonight's show, man? Because I said this was an effortless show, no Raw after Mania vibes at all. We got Okada in a fucking squash match as he walks out with his 3 fucking titles. All of a sudden, we're building towards Swerve and Okada. I don't know where the fuck that came from. And then Jon Moxley and Adam Page in the main event. What happened?
No, go ahead. You asked me, but then you started going on.
I know. I'm just giving you a list of things that happened. And then Jon Moxley and Adam Page in the main event. You would think that after what they went through on Saturday night, that they wouldn't be on the show wrestling 4 days later. Optically, what are you doing? This show was a fucking mess from top to bottom, man. Where do you want to start?
I agree with that, and I was going to save that till we get to the match. But yeah, I have no idea. I don't even know why Jon Moxley was on the show. He shouldn't even have been on the show.
Not at all.
This was Hangman's show. This is Hangman's day. He's the new man in fucking charge. We don't need Jon Moxley. I would have kept Jon Moxley away from this show for at least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks. Then you bring him back and you hit his...
Oh, forget about it. He's got creative control. He's going to stay away for 2 weeks?
Oh, God, not that again. Yeah, he should have. He should have. This is Hangman's moment. This should have been all about him and what's going on with him going forward. We said last week, this was a week to hit the reset button. So I'm going to get into the one thing I think they did okay, which was bringing out Toni Storm and introducing the fact that Athena now has Toni Storm in her crosshairs. So we can look forward to, at some point, Athena and Toni Storm crossing paths in regards to that title. Could it be a straight-up match? We don't know. She kind of insinuated that. Could it be a flat-out cash-in where she's vulnerable? It could be that as well. We just don't know. She pointed out that she has no friends left, Toni Storm, because they killed Mina. So I'm interested to see where they go with that feud. If it's even going to be a feud, or if they're going to have Toni Storm doing other things, and then a cash-in attempt could be teased here and there with Athena. I don't know. But even if it's a cash-in and a title turnover that way, we're still going to get a feud, a match after that. We're going to get a straight-up match for the rematch or whatever. So I'm excited about a Toni Storm and Athena feud.
Yeah, I mean, just based off their bodies of work, they are two tremendous pro wrestlers. And we talked about this last night on TNT with the Solid Monster. We didn't really know because, I mean, let's be honest, nobody watches Ring of Honor. I didn't know what Athena was going to be doing, if she was going to be operating as a babyface or a heel or just simply a tweener, because obviously she was in Texas, she's from Houston, and she came out, got a big reaction on Saturday afternoon. Tonight was very much a heel promo, and Toni is obviously very much a babyface. So it looks like they're going the heel babyface dynamic, at least for that. We talked about the potential cash-in. Jason feels that the cash-in concept is overdone and overplayed, and he's tired of it. I agree with him wholeheartedly. I feel like it's just a creative crutch for these promoters and the creative team to just say, you know what, I don't want to be bothered with this. Just let's use that to build some TV and weeks of TV. And there's really there's no brain thought going to that. There's no real effort put into that. It's just someone with a contract, and then you build the teases and the chase, and then you do the match, and then you go from there. But I feel like with Athena being 1,000 days as Ring of Honor Women's Champion, I don't think, and with that comes defending the championship, beating a lot of women, defending that title with honor. She's the Ring of Honor Women's Champion. I don't think it would be a good idea optically. Again, it's the word of the day. I don't think it would be a good presentation of Athena to have her cheap a cash-in, steal a victory, and steal the title from Toni Storm when you call yourself the Ring of Honor Forever Champion. I think if you want to do that and this match, I feel like she needs to call her shot, say, I want it here, I want it at this show, and then do the match one-on-one. And then obviously I would have Athena go over Toni Storm, being that we talked for weeks about new talent being put over and who is Toni going to put over next. This is the perfect opportunity to build Athena as a major name on Dynamite, finally. And I think she should call her shot, Jesse. What do you feel about that?
I disagree. So I get where Jason's coming from with the cash-in being overdone. I think the fatigue is coming from it now being a concept in two different companies and across multiple brands on the other company. But for me, as long as it's only happening once a year, and I think it adds a layer of unpredictability to certain matches because it only happens once a year. So as long as that opportunity is there, as long as it exists, we as fans get the opportunity to fantasy book. What if we get a cash in? What if we get a cash in? As far as her being a heel, doing something dastardly when she's the Ring of Honor champion, she's a heel, and she's not cashing in for the Ring of Honor title. My assumption would be she's going to be getting away from Ring of Honor and into the AEW Women's Championship if she's cashing it in. But nonetheless, she's a heel. What heels follow the rules? You know what I'm saying? It's her job to not follow the rules. That's what makes her a heel. That's what they're supposed to fucking do. And I understand the cash in. I could see where some, I'm not even going to be like, well, you shouldn't be tired of it. I could see where some could be tired of it. We've been doing the Money in the Bank cash in thing, for well over a decade now. I mean, at this point, that's like saying I'm getting tired of this Royal Rumble shit where people get thrown over the top and it happens once a year. And at this point, it just becomes tradition. It's just a part of pro wrestling these days. I don't think it's ever going away. Why? Because it does add a level of unpredictability to an extent for certain parts of the year. Now, again, I don't want this to be something that they use all the time. I don't want every other pay-per-view to offer a potential cash-in briefcase contract or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But if it exists in one instance for one person to win it in a match for once a year, and then they hold it until that cash-in. After that cash-in, we don't see it again until that next match. I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with it. It does add some kind of, because we sit here all the time and complain like this is predictable, this is boring. We could have saw this coming a mile away. Well, this person owns a contract and they can cash in whenever they want. Well, I'm getting tired of that. Well, it adds unpredictability. So what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? It's all about how they use it. That's where it can be lame and boring and, they're going to cash in here and everything. There's ways to make it interesting. There's ways to make it different. I remember the first time Seth cashed in, made it a triple threat match, WrestleMania. We knew it was going to happen. We didn't necessarily know when it was going to happen. That was the unpredictability part about it. There's ways to make it interesting. They just got to be creative.
Asking this company to be creative is very difficult. But listen, you make sense. I don't know what Tony's going to do next. Tony Storm, that is. Who she's going to wrestle. We have Forbidden Door. Remember, guys, we have Forbidden Door coming up in about 5 weeks, yes. And I don't know who Tony Storm is going to wrestle. A lot of it's just going to be random television. A lot of it's going to be fucking no emotion television. So Tony could really defend the title against someone from CMLL. We could see Tony Storm defend the championship against someone from Stardom. We don't really know, so it's not going to be something that is going to be overly interesting. Just going to be something to get that Forbidden Door concept in and then out of London as quickly as possible. Maybe Athena cashes in there. I don't know. I would prefer her to call her shot. Jesse seems to disagree with that. So, I mean, that's why he's here, man. We're not supposed to agree every single time when something like this comes up, but that is something I'm interested in. I love Athena, Tony Storm as well. I think that's going to be a tremendous match. So I'm glad that we got something between those ladies tonight. Tony's promo wasn't really all that tonight. I think that was one of her weaker promos. Almost felt like she almost forgot what she was going to say at a couple of points.
Yeah, it did.
But Athena, she cut a very well spoken promo, and I'm excited to see what she does finally on AEW Dynamite. Outside that, it's very difficult for me to sit here and pinpoint what exactly happened on this show. There was a lot of nothing. Kyle Fletcher wrestled. He wrestled Mascara Dorada for what? I don't know. There was literally no build, no story about him and him being upset that he lost his opportunity at the TNT title. Not a fucking word was said that he got a one-on-one match, which turned into a fatal four-way. Nothing. And then they built Collision around, we'll hear from Dustin Rhodes on Saturday night. Why didn't we hear from Dustin tonight? Why didn't we hear from Dustin tonight after this big monumental fucking celebration that he gave us on Saturday? I didn't really understand that. No build at all between Dustin and Kyle Fletcher, which we seem to think is the direction. Adam Page cut a very impassioned, heartfelt, rah-rah promo about the World Championship. It was nice to see the World Championship back on AEW television. Okada had a nothing match. They're seemingly building towards him and Swerve in a program. And then Jon Moxley and Page were in the main event, another random trios match. I don't know why we're still doing the Death Riders, Wheeler Yuta thing in the main event. But then we got these two guys who wrestled a 30-minute Texas death match, and they're still on television 4 days later wrestling in the main event for no reason. And then Will Ospreay gets taken out in the main event on Saturday. You'd think we'd see Will Ospreay tonight. We didn't see Will Ospreay, so why are we looking at these two guys on the show tonight? I don't really get the logic behind this company and the writing team. It's ridiculous. And then the ladies wrestled tonight. We got a four-way for $100,000. Again, this man is obsessed with booking fictional monies in a match, and this went nowhere. This entire show was as effortless as anything AEW's done all year, and the fact that this show followed all in Texas is a fucking embarrassment, honestly. We'll talk about it, and we'll get into it all right here on Off the Script. Thank you guys very much for joining us on this Wednesday night.
Hey, can you
Yes.
reiterate? Because when you said this, we had like a little over 1,000, but now like over 900 people have shown up and now are sitting here saying that it's my fucking camera that's not working right.
Guys, if you are just joining the stream, it is not Jesse's problem. It's not Jesse's fault, and it's not my problem. It is StreamYard. Anybody that watched TNT last night knows that this issue here with him moving back and forth didn't happen to the Silent Monster last night on TNT. And I've been on my computer all day setting the stream up and doing this and that, so I know everything's working here functionally. So don't blame Jesse. Live with it. We'll worry about it tomorrow. It's probably just me needing to update Windows or StreamYard or something. So please, I don't want to hear any bitching and complaining in the chat about Jesse's camera or his layout moving back and forth, okay? So just leave it. StreamYard, and that is all. Follow me on social media at JDfromNY206, at ChyTownSmark as well if you guys want to go follow Jesse on Twitter. If you want to go follow Jesse on YouTube, link is down below in the description. Go and check that out. You guys know what to do to hit the subscribe button down below and become a VIP right here on Off the Script. You want to take that VIP level to the next level, make sure you guys hit that join button, become a member right here on the channel. Super chats are open. Get them on in. I see you, Havili. We'll talk about you in a second. Super chats are open. It's the best way to support the show right here on OTS. Go and check out all of the great content that we've uploaded so far. Coming out of All In Saturday, Jesse and I were here for 4 hours giving you the best breakdown in the entire community about that show. I was here for Evolution. You guys killed it on Sunday night. Monday Night Raw with the return of Roman Reigns. We killed it on Monday. Jason and I went almost 4 hours like we usually do on Tuesday. We broke everything down from the weekend, man. Great discussion and a very impassioned Bill Goldberg rant from Solomon. So go check that out. And tonight we're live here with Jesse on AEW Dynamite and the post show. So go check all that stuff out. Jesse, what's going on with you and your channel?
Bro, we did another watch along tonight, and once again, man, the audience is growing on the watch alongs, you know, and I heard you said before about, you know, the watch alongs are just low effort content, and I couldn't agree more. But for at least for me and what we do on my end, it's more of a hangout. I'm not here to add commentary. I'm not here to replace what commentary is doing. Imagine me inviting you to my living room and we'll sit down and watch the goddamn show together.
Yeah.
That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna watch the show at home and you want to turn me on your computer or on your tablet, on your phone, and just shoot the shit, join us, man. We're actually having a lot of fucking fun. The numbers are growing, and I'm rather enjoying it. As far as the next brand of content I got coming, I guess I gotta ask you, man. When are we gonna have time to kick off what we talked about doing?
Hopefully soon, man. I gotta find some time. This was a terrible weekend to even do anything extra. So once I get my brain normalized again, we'll definitely get on that. But yeah, this was a bad weekend. There was just wrestling overload, and I'm still struggling, man. I've had headaches the last 3 or 4 days. I'm not sleeping well. It's awful, man. So yeah, we'll get on that soon. But if you guys want to go follow Jesse on YouTube, please go and do that. Link is down below. And like I said, super chats are open. Thumbs up as well. Make sure you guys get them in. Tonight's goal is 800 likes. We are almost there. Another 250 or so to go. And just a programming note, there will be no Collision Corner tonight. So do not anticipate Collision Corner. Any specific reason why, Jesse?
Destiny 2 came out.
There you go.
New DLC came out, man. So sorry about that. There's no Collision Corner tonight, but I will plant an Easter egg for everyone here that might be interested in possibly one day soon wearing a little bit of their own part of Collision Corner themselves.
What do you mean by that? You're going to have someone stroll down Lucia Lane with you?
Nah, brother. I got a guy who knows a guy who has a best friend that makes T-shirts professionally, and that's all I'm saying, brother.
Why don't you hit me up for a T-shirt, guy? We got our guy Dustin doing a brand new design as we speak.
Because my guy I grew up with for the last 30 years. I think that
30 years seniority is going to beat out someone you don't know, huh?
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
I'm serious, man. I got a friend. It's not even a guy. It's a girl. She makes T-shirts professionally, and
who's making your thumbnails now?
You looking at them, brother?
I'm
looking at them, man.
Are you ChatGPT?
Bro, when I'm sitting around here, sometimes
are you Grok
on my computer? I am playing around with AI, and I'm having some fun with it, bro. Making my own thumbnails now through AI.
You're using Grok, huh?
Not Grok. Grok's stupid.
You know, Grok buried Sap the other day.
Grok.
Sap was doing whatever he was doing on whatever random evening, and he was arguing with Grok in the middle of the night while people were sleeping, like normal people.
Grok is anti-Semitic, man.
Is he? I don't use Grok anymore.
You didn't hear Grok got canceled?
Did he?
Funny, weird how Grok is anti-Semitic, and it was created by the guy who went on stage and did a Nazi salute during the president's win.
Oh, man, come on. I mean, everybody blew that out of proportion, man. You know, the right framing and the right camera shot is going to fucking be taken out of context, you know.
The right frame in the right context, and your AI turns into a Jew-bashing... the right... I mean, I'm just saying, coincidence though, right?
Yeah, well, listen, man, they're all fucked up. They're all messed up in the head. These Hollywood elite billionaires. They're all fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
What was not ridiculous was Adam Page. He started the show off here, and he comes on out with his babyface theme. I did quite like his newer theme. You know, the more evil one.
Yeah, I like the old one. There's nothing wrong with the new one.
No,
I'm a fan of the old one.
Page was in the ring, and he was limping to the ring, which he should have been. He should have been a little bit more worse for wear, honestly, because he was in a fucking Texas death match on Saturday afternoon. But no bandages, no anything, really. Just showed up with a limp. So he's either a tough son of a bitch or he's completely no-selling everything.
That's a Saturday afternoon for the millennial cowboy, boy.
Yep. He was met with, "You deserve a chance" from the crowd. Page says there's more to that chant than they understand, as it's the fans who deserve it. Every single week, the fans demanded a better version of professional wrestling and supported a grassroots version as they started a revolution to change the world for all elite wrestling. Page wants them to know they just don't do it for the world title, but they do it for the fans who deserve to see the championship and someone to hold it that understands the connection and has more gratitude than they will ever know. At All In, Page walked into a war that had been going on for 9 months to free this title. Some of those who entered the war didn't come out the same. Page thanks Orange Cassidy, Switchblade Jay White, who I hope we see back on television after his broken hand, Adam Copeland, The Ops, Bryan Danielson, and Darby Allin. Page also said he needs to thank someone who made Page realize the future is bright in AEW, but he wasn't able to walk out on his own at All In. Will Ospreay. Crowd started chanting.
Pause you for a second.
Yep.
When he mentioned the Ops, he named them all individually.
Yeah.
He didn't mention Hook, though.
He did not.
Well, Hook's been out for a while. That's why. Really? So when was the last time we've seen Orange Cassidy? He got mentioned.
We haven't seen Orange Cassidy since World's End, I believe.
Right. They seem to mention him, but no Hook.
Sounds a little mysterious there, bro. He may be on his way out, honestly.
Well, something is up.
Something's going on there that you won't hear from the dirt sheets. Make your own conclusions. Page also obviously is now listening to the crowd mentioning Swerve's house, chanting Swerve's house. After a long delay, Page says he doesn't know whether he helped for himself or for AEW or for one small moment for Page himself, but Swerve, thank you. He kept it very simple. All In was a roller coaster for Page, and not ashamed that he'd shed not only buckets of blood, but some tears. People like Jon Moxley would call him weak, but Page has a wife and 2 kids at home that love him. Fans who can look and respect Page. And if Moxley wants to look at what kind of man Page is, he can do it tonight, as Page is the motherfucking champion of the world. And that is basically what he went out there to say. I got no problems with this. I love Page. I think he is a tremendous professional wrestler. And this was basically as simple as you could get with a promo, thanking everybody that helped him get this win on Saturday afternoon. And he's going to kick off this second reign, hopefully better than he did the first one. And this is exactly how you needed to start the show. This shouldn't have been in the middle of the show. I know Tony has had opportunities where a champion should have been on the show and they have not been, like Swerve when he first won the World Championship. So I'm glad to see that the champion and the most important figure on the show right now is featured at the top of the hour. And this was everything that it needed to be, Jesse. Simple, to the point, and he thanked everybody that got him this win on Saturday night.
Yes, everything it needed to be. There's a new world champion in this company. Put him front and center. Thank the fans, all that stuff. Making statements. He's gonna be, correcting everything that Moxley tore down. That title is on TV, front and center. All the babyface stuff. Say all the babyface stuff that you're supposed to say. Come out and get your cheers, everything else. I think Hangman did a fantastic job in that build. He did a fantastic job in that match, and he deserves the flowers that he's getting right now. He's been busting his ass in this role. So, I had somebody in my chat, pop in and say, well, Hangman wouldn't be world champion in WWE and everything else. Hangman would only be big. I'm like, bro, and this is what I'm talking about. I don't think this tribalism thing is ever going to fucking go away. People... it's ironic that we just got done talking about, the politics and social media and everything. People need something to hate. Whether they're meant to be hated or not, they just have to hate something. And Hangman being world champion, for some reason, made people hate it. And I think I enjoy it even more to that. They wouldn't be champion in WWE. That's right, because in AEW, it's different. I'm not saying it's better. I'm not saying it's worse. It's just different. It's just a fucking different product. If you love it, great. If you're indifferent, keep watching. Maybe you'll like it. If you hate it, don't watch it. But I don't understand what the hate comes from. That's the part I just don't gather. I think I've mentioned this before. There's plenty of wrestling companies that I don't enjoy, so I don't watch. I don't go to other podcasts, and be like, well, this company sucks. That's great. Don't watch. You know what I'm saying? What happened to wrestling fans enjoying wrestling? Is that still a thing? Is that gone? What happened with that?
That is gone.
It's gone?
It's all gone. It's all gone. Now. Yeah, we're two of the biggest haters in the community, apparently, to some of the people on social media.
You got to be, man. You got to be. Well, look, we're here to tell you the stuff that we like, and that makes us glazers. We're here to tell you the stuff that we don't like, and that makes us haters. Yeah. So what are we to do?
Nobody can make up their fucking minds.
It's just whatever it is.
What am I? I can't collect two paychecks from fucking Paul Levesque and Tony Khan at the same time. So which company am I glazing?
So whatever fits their narrative at the time. I enjoy Hangman's body of work. I enjoy how he started in this company when AEW first launched as a mid-carder at best to a certified main eventer in this company. And let the truth be told, I didn't say that to this other guy that I was talking to in my chat, but I tell you what, and I'm just talking hypothetically, if Hangman were to one day go to WWE, he is absolutely world champion material one day, so I don't want to hear that bullshit.
He is, but he won't go over there because you know who's over there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's very true.
So a certain Punk is over there, so he's not going to be going. Neither is Matt and Nick.
Nick no more.
Who we saw in the next segment. Excalibur says they are no longer being bullied to call them Matthew and Nicholas. It's just Matt and Nick again. They arrived in the building in an Uber and not a limousine, as they no longer have EVP status, so now they are slumming it like us normies now. Covering their faces from the camera as they got their bags from the back of the Uber and walked into the building for tonight's Dynamite. So they're playing up the fact that they are now living amongst the normal people, and they are no longer power-hungry EVPs. We will see how this translates I mentioned bum-ass Corbin. If they go that route, who knows? It could be an entertaining skit on Dynamite, but will it do anything to change people's opinions of the Bucks already? Probably not. This show could use a certain entertainment value if they want to go deliver some good sports entertainment here, Jesse. What do you think about that?
I don't think anyone should be trying to get the Bucks to be liked by the people that already just don't like them. That's just never going to happen.
No.
There is no booking. There's no storyline. There is no match. There is no segment. There is nothing you can do with the Bucks to convince people to like them. And that shouldn't be. You do the show that you're trying to do, and for the people that enjoy it, they'll enjoy it. For the people that don't like them, I don't give a flying fuck what they do. Bro, you name me the most absolute perfect thing that these guys could ever do, and I promise you the guys that don't like them will not like it. So why try? Why try? Just fucking do you. If people like it, great. If the fans don't like it, change it up so that the fans that do watch will like it. But you cannot worry about people that are just going to dislike you just because they like Punk. So forget it. That's not even the point anymore.
Yeah. I mean, they don't need to concern themselves with these people. Just do what you do. They're going to get hate no matter what they do, no matter where they go, no matter what they say, no matter who they wrestle. I mean, they got hate on Saturday for who they wrestle. That was a tremendous match, and people still hate on them. Like, they can't do anything right. So it's like, no, there's no point.
People do hate watch. People actually do hate watch.
Yes.
The people who actually don't like it and are never going to like it, the people I respect out of them are the people that don't watch. Just don't. You hear what happened with the Young Bucks? No, I don't like the Bucks, so I didn't watch. Salut. Okay. Oh, I watched it. It was stupid and I hate it and there's never going to be as good as Punk. Then why are you watching?
Well,
bro?
they say that about us, Jesse. These guys hate the show, but why do they watch it every week? And why do they talk about it every week? I don't know. Maybe I like the show and I want it to be better. How about that? I don't think half of these people realize that I was stuck in the fucking dungeons of Monday Night Raw in 2019, 2020, and I braced every show for 52 weeks a year. You don't think I'd do this? I don't know how many times I got to repeat myself. You don't think I would do that with this company? Give me a break.
Anybody in this chat have a job? I'm assuming most of you do. How many of you people just love your job? How many people get up and say, sweet, I get to go to work? Oh, yeah! And go to work and just have at it. Or do you go because it's your job and you hate it, but it's your job?
Bingo. I don't like NXT, Jesse. Do I watch NXT? Do I review NXT weekly?
No.
There you go. I don't like it. I don't watch it.
Do you sit and talk shit about it all day?
No, I don't.
No, because you don't watch it.
There you go.
I don't think it's fair to talk shit about something that you don't watch every fucking week.
I've been this guy and I have been watching this shit for 5.5 years, man. If you don't, again, I have to repeat myself. If you don't think we don't know what we're talking about here, as far as this show is concerned, you are clearly not watching us the right way. I don't know what you're hearing.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah.
To form such a visceral opinion about something, you have to watch it on a regular basis. You can't watch 1 week and then be like, this show sucks, it's stupid. And everything. Bro, you don't watch the show. I watched last week's show. It's stupid. Did you watch before that? Did you watch? We watch every week. We watch every goddamn week. We have the right to tell you if we think it was a bad show. And keep in mind, guys, that's what we do here day in and day out. We are telling you that we think it was a bad show. Does that make it a bad show? No, it doesn't. It's subjective. You can think what you want. We think it was a bad show, and we're going to sit here and tell you guys what we thought. If it's a good show, same fucking energy.
I mean, if they watched Saturday's stream, they would have heard us positively praise 98% of the show.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
Outside the length of the show, but it was a good show.
Man.
Kyle Fletcher. He went one-on-one with Mascara Dorada, Jesse.
Oh, my. Yes.
Mascara Dorada. I don't know.
I'm going to pause here for a second. I wrote this down. So, I'm thinking this show should have been Raw After Mania vibes, right?
Sure.
It's not. Raw After Mania vibes, it's not out of the norm to have a jobber match here and there. Actually, that's kind of normal. Why? Because the storylines are resetting and they don't really have them reestablished right away. They'll have a jobber match here and then there, but then they'll jump right into stories. They'll start kicking off the next round of feuds, debuts, returns after those quick matches. So I'm not gonna shit on these weird ass jobber matches that we got, but I'm gonna shit on the fact that nothing came with it. Nothing came with these fucking boring ass jobber matches. They just got the jobber matches and then that was it. No new storyline kickoff, no return. Did we get like a returning Jamie Hayter or Jay White? Did we get a debut? What excitement did we get?
Oh, you're asking me? I'm listening to Lucha Lane, bro.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm kind of enjoying it.
Listen,
You sure it's not the copyrighted Lucha Lane?
No, thank you. Kyle Fletcher, listen, I understood. I wouldn't use praise. Praise is too good sounding of a word. I understood Tony Khan's decision after Adam Cole's relinquishing of the TNT title. I understood he wanted to give the fans a happy moment after a sad moment. That's why he went with Dustin in Texas, the son of Texas, winning his first AEW Singles Championship. I understood it. Did I like it? I mean, it's up in the air. I don't care either way. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Kyle Fletcher was supposed to win the title. More than likely going to win the title. He had a one-on-one match. He got put in a fatal four-way because of Tony Khan's decision here. He put Sammy Guevara and Danny Garcia and Dustin Rhodes in the match. That lessened his opportunity to win the match. So what does Tony Khan do here on Wednesday? He gives him a match with Mascara Dorada. Who? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I don't care. He got a win, and this was basically all it was. It was a 12-minute match to get Kyle Fletcher a win.
It went 12 minutes?
Something like that. I don't use a stopwatch. I don't know. I'm just guesstimating. I don't know why Dustin Rhodes couldn't be on this show to address the crowd on the A show and then have Kyle Fletcher come out and cut a nice heel promo on the new champion, claiming that he's coming for the title because he felt like he got robbed and management robbed him on Saturday afternoon, putting an extra 3 guys in his match when it should have been a one-on-one match. Why? I don't know why we didn't get that. Now we got to wait for Dustin to speak on Collision, as if anybody fucking watches that shit on Saturday night. And Kyle Fletcher wrestled this nobody in front of 1,100 people, and they didn't tell any story at all here. No progression whatsoever as far as Kyle Fletcher, Jesse, and him chasing the TNT title. I guess we'll wait to hear from Dustin on Saturday. This was a complete waste of time. There's little effort here, man, and matches that mean nothing bore the fucking shit out of me, man. This was an absolute nothing burger of a match.
Kyle Fletcher's doing the best work of his career.
He is.
Gimmick, promo, in-ring work, his look. He's doing the best work of his career. I'm starting to feel bad for the guy. I feel like he's the babyface chasing that goddamn TNT title.
Yeah.
He should have won it by now.
Yeah.
He deserved to win it by now. I don't get it.
I don't know.
I feel bad for the guy, and he's the heel.
No thought was put into this show, by the way, Chad. If you see what we're talking about, little to zero effort. Yet I got people tweeting me as we're live, listing all these things that happened on the show. Nothing happened here. Nothing.
No.
Was it a great match? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit if it's a great match? That's what you want? Fantastic. Go to cagematch.net and have them rated a fucking 9 out of 10 on a random Wednesday night that nobody will remember. 6 people will be talking about this match after this night is over. Who gives a shit? I and everybody want story. You gave us nothing coming out of All In. Nothing. So how can I get invested here in Kyle Fletcher chasing the title when the guy that he's chasing wasn't even on the fucking show?
Just a regular, boring-ass Dynamite with wrestling matches. Nothing special about it at all.
That's it.
This was the kickoff to your residency in Chicago. This was the night after your biggest show of the year. I felt no sense of urgency.
Nope.
I felt no sense of importance. I felt no sense of us resetting storylines except Tony Storm and Athena. Outside of that, it was just a regular-ass show. They should have made it important, and they didn't even try.
You want him to fucking come off as a serious contender? This guy should have been squashed in fucking 60 seconds, 90 seconds. Who gives a shit? Is this building towards something towards Forbidden Door? They mentioned Forbidden Doors. Forbidden Door season, as everybody gives a fuck about that. Who cares? It's going to be a bunch of nobodies that the American audience knows on TV taking up television time to make a fucking card in London happen, and no emotion goes into it whatsoever. Zero.
Where is it? Is it London?
The O2 Arena, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yeah, Alter Bridge has had some of their best concerts at the O2.
I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm not a huge fan. I've gone to Forbidden Door twice. I've been to 2 Forbidden Doors. I've been to one here and then one in New York, and they're fun live. But as far as being at home and as far as being as like in fucking storyline progression, it's just boring. I don't like it.
Osman, if you're trolling, bro, and if you just got here, I don't know which one of those. I hope to God you just got here, but we've already discussed this twice. Does someone in the chat want to @ Osman in the chat and let him know what's going on? Because if I have to explain myself once again, the next person is getting benched. Seriously.
Type a comment and pin it in the chat, man.
You type it, and I'll pin it.
All right.
I'll get into this next segment here. Renee caught up with Matt and Nick Jackson, who were in search of their locker room. Renee gleefully reminded both of them about their loss in Texas before trying to meet and greet Marina Shafir, who walked by, giving them the cold shoulder. A door with the EVP sign is being crossed off by a production hand and labeled just for Matt and Nick as Ricochet and the Gates of Agony walk by. And Ricochet says, "It sucks to be them." As he walks by, that's all he's good for now. How the mighty have fallen if Ricochet, once upon a time had anything great happening with him in AEW. No more. They laugh and they walk away as Matt says it's too much disrespect. Don Callis walks and agrees. They lose one match and they're treated like jobbers. Since Kenny Omega is dead, maybe they can join forces since they are the greatest tag team of all time. Matt says they'll never join the Don Callis family, but maybe they can talk. Callis says he has like 15 family members now who will be their friends and gives the Bucks a hug as they reluctantly accept his offer to join forces. Half the fucking roster is a member of the Don Callis family, bro.
There's a lot of unnecessarily people in that damn family, man. And I've been saying that for a while now. They had a nice little sweet spot and they just kept adding people, and now it's just whatever. Everybody's in the fuck. It's like WCW versus NWO at this point now.
It's like the fucking Wolfpack over here,
All right.
Anyway, I don't care about that. No interest in them joining the Don Callis family whatsoever. We got a all-star 8-man tag. Oh, my goodness, man. Another one of these all-star, man. He can't get over himself, man. Everything's a fucking all-star 8-man tag team match. How many tag team matches? How many trios matches, man? Please tell me how creatively inadequate Tony Khan is, man, without actually telling me. Just book a fucking random show, random 8-man tag, and then call it a day. That's his level of creative. Hi, Chat GPT. How many guys can I put in one match tonight, and who should I put in a match? What type of 8-man tag should I have tonight? And then Chat GPT just spits out random names. Bandito, Brody King, Jet Speed. And then on the opposite team, Josh Alexander, Hechicero, and the Young Bucks.
Okay, sent.
All right, there you go. Pinning that now at the top of the comment section. Jesse, what did you think of this all-star 8-man tag?
I hate them so much.
I can't stand them.
I hate them so much. Brody King is just an honorary fucking luchador. When he comes out with that mask and he takes it off for the match, just leave it on. You're a fucking luchador now. Leave it on.
Yeah.
The treatment of Brody King pisses me off the most. I feel like this guy should be straight up there in line for a main event title opportunity at this point, but he is nowhere near it. They haven't booked him strong for it. He should have been. The second that Brody went out, I'm sorry, when Buddy Matthews went out and Brody was gonna be basically solo, If they would have booked him correctly, think about what kind of beast he would be right now. He could be heel or babyface, whichever way they decided to book him. He's so fucking over. He's so good. You got the crowd up there chanting his fucking bark when he comes out, man. Everybody fucking loves this guy. But he just comes out and hangs out with the luchadors. That's it.
So
they took Julia away from him. She's off doing her own fucking thing. He should be coming out with Julia Hart doing fucking solo matches, dominating right fucking now.
That's all he's worth?
It's a shame. It's a shame. He is so good, man.
Guy comes out, his music hits, people are fucking barking. Ho, ho, ho. Everybody's barking for him. Hey, let's team him up with fucking luchadors, man. You fucking kidding me?
Man, it's, oh my God.
How blind and dumb do you have to be? That's what you think of Brody King. Are they just waiting for Buddy Matthews to get back? Because the tag team division could certainly use another fucking team like that. But this is the best you got in the time that he's waiting for Buddy Matthews to get back? Holy shit.
Star. He's a star waiting to be built, and you're not building that new star. That is your guy right there. Brody King should be your next star, and you're doing nothing with him. He's a jobber. He's a luchador. And you're treating him like that, but he's not.
They should call him in Bandito Brodito. Yeah, I like that. Brodito. You know, if Brody's going to end up becoming a free agent sooner or later, you don't think WWE's going to give him a fucking proper look?
Oh, man. He'll be a
Holy
killer.
shit.
Fucking hell. Oh.
Come on, man.
They are mistreating. Remember this shit right now. You are mistreating Brody King. All right? You're mistreating a lot of fucking people, don't get me wrong, but this is an exception. That guy should be at the top of your fucking card by now. You're not treating him very well, and I wouldn't blame him if he left when his opportunity came, because he should be a star by now.
So this match did one thing from my vantage point and one thing only, because it didn't do anything for AEW television, I'll tell you that. But it looks like they're setting Bandito up for a title defense of the Ring of Honor title against Hechicero. Now, calm down. I know everybody's so excited about that happening. Calm down. I know everybody can't wait to watch that happen on Ring of Honor TV, but that's the only thing that came out of this match. Nothing else of importance here. That's not important. And nothing else of importance came out of this tag team match. It started, it ended, and then they went right to the next segment. Legitimately built to nothing. Just another all-star match, because I guess Tony had the all-star game for Major League Baseball on the mind, so he figured, let's do an all-star 8-man tag like we haven't seen that fucking 7 weeks in a row. And then he does it, and it leads to nothing. Just random, creative, effortless booking. I don't know what else to say here. I really don't. Who won? The heels won. Alexander, Hechicero, and the Young Bucks win, and just as quickly as it started, it was over, bro. Nothing happened.
Josh Alexander's another one.
Who? Oh, you mean the guy that bypassed WWE to join AEW because he's so happy to be here?
What are they doing with him?
He's a nobody, bro. He's another fucking guy that fits in just like the rest of them.
He was a world champion in TNA, bro. He was their top guy.
Now he's teaming with Hechicero on fucking Dynamite, bro, in a nothing match.
I mean, does that mean he should be a world champion here? No, not necessarily. You gotta work on that. But my God, he's better than this. He's done nothing of importance. He just threw him with Don Callis, and we haven't heard shit about him. Why is he here? What is his mission? What is his goal? Why did he come here? What? He is better than this. He is better than this, man. And he's on that list of, like I just said, Brody King is not the only one being mistreated. There's another one. Josh Alexander. I didn't care about this goddamn match at all, man. None of these fucking all-star tag team matches do it.
They go nowhere. I don't know why anybody cares about this. Oh, but it's great grabs, JD. Who gives a shit? How many times do we have to see the same thing happen over and over again, these PWG party-like matches? Nobody gives a fuck. I want story. Where's the story? They don't care about telling story here. 1 hour of this show went by. We finally got some story from someone who can cut a fucking promo and tell us what's going on. Adam Copeland, they showed what happened at All In, where he told Christian Cage, go find yourself. first thing out of his mouth was, a lot of people thought I was coming down to save Christian Cage. I was not. He had no desire to save Christian Cage at All In. So a lot of people sang his theme song. They tried. I've heard better renditions of Metalingus. But the Aragon Ballroom did a very okay job singing his theme. Cope thanked the fans and said that kind of reaction is the reason he keeps doing this. Lots of questions after all, and most notably, did he come back to save Christian? The answer is no. Christian is an asshole. From the second he arrived in AEW, Christian has tried to make his life miserable. Cope ran down everything Cage has done to him, even costing him his AEW title match with Jon Moxley to cash in his contract and losing. AEW, that string of poor main events didn't really do Copeland any favors whatsoever, in my opinion, but I don't know why he's even mentioning that. Just nightmares relived all over again. So Cope ran down everything that Cage has done to him. He doesn't blame Nick Wayne, Kip Sabian, or Mother Wayne for what they did at All In, as Copeland told Christian, I told you this would happen. As he hopes now, Cage is pulling his giant cranium out of his ass, he says. Cope didn't come back to help Christian. He came back to get revenge on FTR, who were not in the building, who were not on the show tonight. You would think that after a hot angle that they would be in the building, but no, they were not. Stokely was. 5 years ago, Cope...
Scared to come to Chicago, man.
I guess so. I guess so.
They know I'm here.
I know. 5 years ago, Copeland got his dream back, and the first people he called were FTR when he began wrestling again. They whipped him back into shape. He knew they would. Copeland said even in a different company, he suggested winning trios titles as rated FTR, but when they were finally together and got together, after a few weeks, they started complaining that they were glorified edgeheads. The thing about megalomaniacs is that they blame everyone, but not look in the mirror. Yeah, Dax. Sounds like a shoot. 4 months, they put Cope on the shelf, which might not seem like a long time, but every time he steps in the ring, that could be his last. So that's 4 months he will never get back. Cope didn't return for championships. He returned to end FTR. So Stokeley finally makes his way out with some security. Hathaway said FTR read Cope like a book as he's met with shut the fuck up chants in Chicago, which Hathaway said sounds like the Hathaway family reunion. He has a question for Cope. The weapon he had at All In, Spike, is a liability. So much so that after the pay-per-view, AEW, Tony Khan, and Warner Media received 3 anonymous emails about Cope's behavior. Moving forward, if Cope interferes in FTR's matches, he'll be fired. FTR aren't scared of Cope. They're focused on the AEW tag team titles. Hathaway told Cope to find a hobby and leave FTR alone. Cope said Hathaway sounds like an angry Oompa Loompa, which we got Oompa Loompa chants in Chicago, who says he can't get near FTR, but said nothing about Stokeley. So Cope took out the 2 guards that was with him, and he left Stokeley laying with a spear. And that was it. That was the segment. I'll let you go, Jesse. I know I said on Saturday, I like that they're going to slow burn this because they didn't need to give everything away with Cope and Christian on Saturday, and it looks like they're doing just that.
So, quick question. After Chicago started trolling Stokeley with shut the fuck up chants, did he end up trying to reply by saying that Beth Phoenix was in his DMs or something? I mean,
I don't know.
Did he manage? Did he get so thrown off that he hates the city, or did he manage to figure it out and not let the city fucking make him look like a complete idiot?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe Beth is in Stokely's DMs. Well, I mean, who knows?
Well, Kaiser was in Charlotte's DMs apparently.
Well, clearly. I mean, all the way. In this El Grande Americano mask.
Yeah, I know. Grande Americano, man. He's going places. He's wrestling for AAA now,
Oh, my God.
Ludwig Kaiser.
I just thought that was amazing how he got flustered and still managed to not break down to the point where he just went completely off task. And get Charlotte out there doing promos and interviews saying how she hates the city of Chicago. I thought that was fucking hilarious, man.
Don't worry, Charlotte. They hate you too. This was fine. I mean, it was the bare minimum to get us to next week. I would have loved. Maybe it's too early, but I hope that they have some vignettes planned with Christian, with him trying to find himself and what he's doing to do that, and if what Cope said is really kind of sitting with him and how well it is sitting with him, or if not, if it's not sitting well with him. Some vignettes here, man. Let's drag this out. Let's have some fun with this. Christian's a very entertaining guy, and that reunion, when it does happen, is going to be very good television. So hopefully they got something cool planned here.
Yeah.
Mark Briscoe. We got a history of Mark Briscoe's run-ins with the Death Riders being recapped ahead of the main event tonight. Briscoe said he still has his sights set on MJF. MJF mentioned nothing about Mark Briscoe tonight, did he?
I don't think so, though.
He might have mentioned at least something, one thing, but he was definitely fixated on Page. Briscoe still has his side on MJF. Briscoe is backstage. He said, if it walks, talks, and acts like a bitch, it's a bitch. MJF then dodged Briscoe the entire gauntlet match, as the two things Briscoe needed to do was whip MJF's ass and get that title shot. But thanks to MJF, he accomplished neither one of those things. Briscoe thought he'd be done with MJF, but they're just getting started. Briscoe then goes on to say he made his debut a few years ago under unfortunate circumstances and brings up MJF mentioning his brother Jay Briscoe a couple of weeks ago. Some call it karma. You reap what you sow. And Briscoe says he will make MJF pay for all of his sins. Okay. I don't know what. Yeah, it was a good fun. It was a good promo. Very different than what Mark Briscoe usually is tasked with doing out there. But I don't know when this match takes place and how beneficial it's going to be for Mark Briscoe, because MJF, if he's going to be slotted into the World Championship picture, you need to have him look and feel like a world champion again. So losing to Mark Briscoe is not going to be something that happens. So who does this actually benefit, Jesse? If Briscoe is going to be tasked with wrestling MJF again, it's going to end up being the same story with Mark Briscoe. He's just a fucking playable character here that is used to put everybody else he's in the ring with over. So who does it actually benefit?
Mark Briscoe can come out of a feud with MJF and still look good. MJF has the Hurt Syndicate. They'll probably interfere and make sure that MJF wins and all that shit. But Mark Briscoe is in a match, in a feud with MJF on television. He's in a good spot. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. It's just, what do you do with him after that would be my question. But if he's feuding with MJF, the guy who has all the spotlight in the world in his company, he's in a very good spot. Just make sure you protect him in defeat, and he'll be fine.
Willow Nightingale. She's in there with Chris Statlander. Tekla, Jesse. How you feeling about Tekla this week?
Same.
Okay.
Same.
I gotta ask about Tekla, bro.
She looks so great out there. Very dynamic. She looks like she knows what she's doing in that goddamn ring. She can, nail her spots, all that stuff. Who the fuck is she? I know nothing about her. I don't know enough about her to be invested in her. So basically, she comes out, she wrestles, she leaves. I don't care about her anymore. Why would I buy her merch? Why would I pop when she comes out? What exciting match, feud, issues? What is going on with her that I'm supposed to care about? There's nothing.
She hasn't cut a single promo since coming to AEW. You know that?
No. I don't even know if she speaks English or not, to be honest with you. I have no idea. If she doesn't, get her a mouthpiece. If she's not great if she's not great on the mic, I understand she's not the first one to not be good on the mic, but be great in the ring. Get her someone that can speak for her. Help the woman out. Just sending her out to wrestle and then bringing her back is not going to get anyone to give a shit about it. There's only so much commentary can do, and they're not doing enough either. She's just going to fall to the wayside, man. She's just going to fall. I would rather see Deonna Purrazzo on my television rather than Tekla right now.
Tekla hasn't spoken a word of any promo of any kind on this show. So this is Megan Bayne all over again. So now we have not only Megan Bayne, but Tekla operating as mutes and mimes on AEW television. You believe that?
Not good.
Who is she? Why do I care? The more I look at Tekla, the more I think it's a signing by Tony Khan to basically take her away from WWE because WWE was going to throw her a nice chunk of change to come on over to NXT. Guarantee. That's all it was. It was a pity signing. I need to have you so you don't go to the other place. Yet they got no creative vision or creative plans for her whatsoever.
I could see her thriving in NXT.
Absolutely. And she would have cut a promo.
By now, yeah.
Tony Khan booked this four-way, not with any story in mind, obviously, but with $100,000 on the line. What? Wow, man, $100,000, man. If you guys want the greatest mind in professional wrestling showcasing how creative he is, Tony Khan is booking another match with fictional monies on the line. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, 100,000. Oh, man.
Wow.
Wow. Now,
what?
I mean, so is she buying lunch for everybody? I mean, what are we doing with this money? I mean, free T-shirts for the crowd?
Is she going to buy a spider farm with that money, Jesse? Tackler.
That's more than the gate to the Underground Ballroom, by the way.
What is Statlander going to do with the money? Maybe hire her own creative writer, huh? That's enough money, right? She could hire her own Jennifer Pepperman, man.
I'm not going to, nope.
What about Willow, man? Maybe Willow could, I don't know, go on a nice fancy trip with her significant other. I don't know.
Why would... Money is not going to make us care.
What is Queen Aminata going to do with the money, bro?
Do some more TikTok videos. She posts a lot of TikTok videos.
Does she?
Get a new camera for her TikTok, yeah.
I don't know.
A very beautiful woman. She does a lot of TikTok.
She is very lovely, yes. Folks,
it's not going to make us care.
Folks, if you want to understand the mind of Tony Khan and how fucking clueless he is, just look at this. For the last 3 months, we've gotten at least 7 of these. What does it mean? Why does it matter? Is he stuck in the fucking territory days where they actually put real money on the line? Do these women get real money? I mean, what is this for? You don't even follow up and show them what they're doing with the money. So why the fuck am I going to care that $100,000 is on the line? He is so clueless and inept that he needs to make this match feel special by putting some fucking cheesy tagline to it. Why?
When we say that no one cares about the match
man.
because there's nothing at stake.
This is the company that these dirt sheets defend, bro. Do you believe this shit? I don't believe it, man.
When we say there's nothing on the line in a match, that something needs to be on the line for us to care about it, that doesn't mean just literally throw money at it. That's not that.
He takes the whole Vince McMahon notion of like, there's a problem, man. Throw money at it.
Throw money
I don't know
at
what
it.
the fuck I'm doing. Throw money at it, man. Are you kidding me?
I don't. That doesn't work, man. Take that money. I would think, man. Look, I was almost gonna say make a title. No more fucking titles.
Titles. Titles are coming, bro.
No more titles, bro. Please.
Tag team titles are coming, man. This is what 7 weeks now in a row. Tag team titles are coming, man. They're coming, and you're not gonna expect it.
Fuck no. If you want us to care about it, just write us a great story. You know, people tune into Netflix and HBO Max and tune into their favorite television shows not to watch them because there's $100,000 on the line, but because there's compelling stories that they find interest in. So just write a compelling story that people will find interest in, and that will be enough to make the match worth watching. Not just throw money at it. We don't care about how much money you threw. You could have said $15 million is on the line in that match, and we still wouldn't have given a shit.
Do you realize that this company and its locker room hates us, and me specifically, so much, because we criticize their show, that they have opted, Dax, we see you, bro, has opted to put me on a t-shirt because I dislike the vision and the creative on this show, but I'm supposed to sit here and praise this shit. I'm supposed to sit here with an open mind and say, oh, man, this was great, man. $100,000 on the line. I'm so excited, man. I can't wait. What a night on Dynamite, man. $100,000. What would you like me to do with this information here? What would you like me to tell you?
We don't care. As It's not all about money.
Why don't you take the money and hire a creative writer that knows what the fuck they're doing so we don't get a show like this next week?
I'm so excited.
Who won the fucking match? Who gives a shit? Tekla wins.
Tekla wins. Maybe she can hire a manager to speak for her.
Why did she win? Sky Blue walks out, and Julia Hart is in the ring and spits black mist at Queen Aminata in her face. Tekla connects with the curb stomp and gets the win. So their creative plan tonight was to come out of All In and randomly pair Tekla, Sky Blue, and Julia Hart together. That's their vision. That's their plan. You want me to be excited about this?
They raised her hand after the match. So are they together now?
I don't know. You watch Collision. Has there been any interactions with these three women on Collision?
What? No. I didn't watch this week. But no.
Why does anybody care about this? You got one woman who hasn't spoken a word of fucking English on American television since coming over from Japan, and you got these two other women that seemingly Tony doesn't know what the fuck to do with. So why am I going to be so excited about this trio's pairing now, man? What's going on here?
I'm so excited.
So we got Sky Blue and Julia Hart showcased on television with Tekla, so that is just even more of a confirmation that we are getting some sort of women's tag team titles working here, right? So who's going to be going up against these ladies, Jesse? We're going to get Statlander and Willow coming together again as friends? Is Queen Aminata going to join them in so she can continue her battles with Tekla?
Last time I heard, there was beef with Stat and Willow. So, yeah, they'll probably be a tag team by next week. So, yeah, probably. I thought Statlander was going to be joining the Death Riders. But, yeah.
Who? Oh, that's they dropped that in the fucking trash, bro, last week. Nothing about that was mentioned here. No interaction between them. Nothing. It's almost like it never happened.
Nothing.
Like a puff of smoke. Tekla wins.
Revisit it later.
Tekla wins over Queen Aminata, Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander for the fictional monies of Tony Khan. Timeless Tony Storm in her victory speech. She's in one of the balconies at the Aragon. She's met with a standing ovation. I like that they blacked her out, but they kept her red dress colored. You see that?
Nah, it was even cooler than all of the red that was in the room all popped. So
yeah.
So if there was a fan in a red shirt in the crowd, that red popped. The red on the balcony popped, and the red that Tony Storm also popped. It wasn't supposed to be that way, but I still thought it made it look cool. I don't know.
So she's up there. She said, "Enough of this gay banter," she says. "As this whore you all adore, the slut you can't rebut, and the bitch you want to itch, the skank you want to spank, this trollop you can't wallop, this tramp is still the champ." Yes, this was word for word what she said. Storm thanks Mercedes Moné, who we did not see tonight. We did not see Mercedes tonight.
Good.
I mean, she took a fucking pile driver off the top rope. We didn't see her, but we saw Jon Moxley and Adam Page wrestling in the main event.
Getting ready to say, we didn't see Mercedes. Good. But we saw Jon Moxley, who literally got stabbed in the head with a fork.
She thanks Mercedes for going all in with her in Texas, as they did everything they set out to do. In case Moné forgot, Storm said if she made one false move, she'd eat Moné alive. And darling, you were delicious. More delicious than that fucking steak? Probably, the way that it looked. If Moné wants to come back for seconds, then from her lips to hers, this buffet is always open. Storm is sad to announce that Luther was injured in the line of duty, and now Storm's tits are pointing to the future. Again, actual verbiage from Tony Storm. This is not me embellishing at all. As there are so many people with knives, so she ought to be careful, as this title is the big one in this company, building, and on the planet. So then Athena and Billy Saints, appears to be on the big screen. Athena said that the big one is the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. Storm will be the wide-hipped heifer that no one will care about. While Luther is injured, so is Mina Shirakawa, who's injured at All In. No one is watching Storm's back, so she can take her title tonight, London, Canada, or Athena You know, she signed the contract. She could have showed up tonight and wrestled Tony tonight and cashed in, but she didn't do that. But she did sign the contract as she's having too much fun with this, as Storm's demise and murder are here. Tony then said Athena is ready. Storm will be sweaty. If you are willing, Storm will be thrilling. If you're able, Storm will bend you over on the table because Tony is timeless. And then next week, we got Tony Storm versus Billy Starks on Dynamite. So there you go. That was it. That was it. I don't know.
I love Tony Storm.
Tony's great. So is Athena. I don't know when we get the match, but it's coming. Coming soon. Kip Sabian, Nick, and Mother Wayne were backstage. Sabian says he was the one who chose Christian Cage as a father figure and then realized what their real purpose was with his brother Nick, not under a patriarchy, but a matriarchy. Mother Wayne said Cage had trouble getting up on Saturday, which is nothing new for Christian Cage. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
We're now making fun of his manhood, bro.
You have a tiny dick now. Okay.
Uh-oh. These are her boys. Nick is her son, our prodigy. Nick said the answer is simple. Cage was past his expiration date as he became a liability for the patriarchy. They realized that when Cage went on his own path to become the world champion, Cage used to love getting into Nick's face about titles he's won, but Cage forgot Nick is 20 years old and the youngest champion in company's history. And the question is, how many titles will Nick win over his career? Nick said everyone will be forced to view him as the face of TNT and AEW now and forever. He's got a way off to go, bro, for something like that. But do you honestly believe that AEW is going to put all the effort into Nick Wayne as being a future piece of the company? You think they would, right?
They should.
They should.
Are they going to?
No. Hey, they can't even get the basics of basics here right on their show. They're going to fucking push Nick Wayne the right way?
They have. Nick Wayne is a very, very good, very young, inexperienced talent. Mold him. You have plenty of veterans to help this kid grow. And I don't see why in a good 5-6 years or so, he should be up there, man. He should be up there and ready to go.
He could be the next Will Ospreay.
He could. I mean, the guy's good, man. I know people love talking shit about people because that's just what people love to do. But Nick Wayne is a very good young talent, man. And they got him at the very beginning of his career. That's how you make a star. I mean, how old is the kid? Like, what, 19?
20.
20?
He's not even allowed to drink. He's not even legal to drink yet, bro.
Right. Imagine that guy in 10 years if he is treated correctly.
AEW might not be around in 10 years. We don't know.
Man, bro.
They keep running fucking auditoriums with 1,100 people. They might not be here in 5 years. They might fucking 10 years. Thoughts on Mother Wayne, bro, tonight? Jesse Smile says it all. Okay. There you go. Don Callis walks out holding both the Continental and International titles.
Oh, boy.
Why did we create a new title only for this guy to carry around the old titles that we seemingly unified on Saturday? I don't know. Supposedly the lineage of these titles will remain, which I have a question. You would think that the media, the fake wrestling media on Saturday would have asked this very important question. How does this make sense if you are taking both these titles and the lineage will remain? If you are the unified champion, are you going to be recognized as a continental and international champion? Or is this going to be just a unified champion and the lineage of the unified title will remain on its own? I don't know. Do you know, Jesse?
Don't fucking ask me. This makes no sense. Why
did we create a new title? To merge these titles and get rid of the overabundance of titles so that we may have one new title. We're eliminating two and only having one, right? Subtraction. We did a great subtraction here. Only for you to turn around and now keep all three titles on television. Why create a new title? Or am I not allowed to ask these very, very upfront and honest questions here? Am I not allowed to know? Should I not ask? Is that a cancelable offense here in the community? Is that an honest criticism, Jesse? Honest take?
The more titles, the better, bro. Don't you get it?
Sure.
More titles.
So
Let's bring that briefcase back that they took the world title out of. That can
Oh,
be carried around too.
don't worry, but we're adding yet more hardware very soon.
Oh my God.
Don Callis is out there with both of these useless titles now, saying that they witnessed history at All In, and tonight, for the first time, Kazuchika Okada has unified the titles and is the unified champion. The greatest wrestler in the world, Okada. He walks out, he's got a new entrance theme. Some people complained about this online. I didn't particularly give a shit, but I mean, now he finally fully feels AEW, right? I don't know why they needed to change his theme. I really don't.
I don't. I mean, I liked it. It was fine. Nothing wrong with it.
There was really nothing wrong. He got Def Rebel tonight.
You've got so many wrestlers who have really bad themes, and you're focused on changing one that was perfectly fine.
I don't know. Maybe Mikey Ruckus got bored. I don't know.
I don't know.
He walks out there, new theme, and he wrestled Rafael Quintero, Jesse. Rafael Quintero.
Where was Leonardo?
Where was Leonardo? I don't know. What about Michelangelo? Is he in the building?
Donatello?
Master Splinter?
Master fucking Splinter. Where's April O'Neil? How about we get her out?
What about Casey Jones, bro? I love Casey Jones.
He carries a weapon. You can't be out there with a weapon. The ref might see it.
What about Bebop and Rocksteady?
Bebop and Rocks. Oh my God.
What about Razor and Tokar?
No, we can't do that. Rocksteady is in WWE.
What about Krang, bro? Anything on Krang? Remember Krang, the guy with the brain in the stomach, right?
Brain in the stomach, man. There you go.
What about the Foot Clan?
Master
They're there?
Shredder.
Are you a Foot Clan guy?
Nah, I'm not a Foot Clan.
Yeah, the Foot Clan reminds me of the putties, right? Basically, a take on the putties, bro, from Power Rangers.
Bro, let's go. We have Destiny to play.
Why did this match need to take place on the show? We couldn't have just have Swerve come out and interrupt the promo segment here from Don Callis and Okada? Why did we need him to wrestle on this show to squash this jobber, Rafael Ninja Turtle Quintero here? Why?
I didn't even know the guy's name.
You guys are you're now schooling me on your Ninja. Krang is the brain, JD. Yes. The whole I'm talking about the whole character, man. In the fucking body with the brain in the stomach. Krang.
But Krang is the brain.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Wait, does the body have a different name?
No, it's Krang.
Yeah, it's all Krang.
It's all Krang.
Yeah.
Don't school me on Ninja Turtles, bro, okay? Fuck out of here. Who won this match? Did Rafael win? No, not even close, man. What would this go? 90 seconds, if that?
Nah.
After the match is over, Callis and Okada had something to say. As he said, Swerve Strickland screwed his friends, the Young Bucks. You bitch. Oh, now he cares about the Young Bucks. Now he cares about them, right? Okay. Strickland's music hits. He walks out with Prince Nana, saying, yeah, I did that. What are you going to do about it, bitch?
Ooh.
Oh, my God, man. I'm so scared. Oh, man. What does that mean for Swerve? He's going to be challenging for the AEW Continental International Unified title?
Probably.
What happened to Will Ospreay?
I don't see anything wrong with that either, to be honest with you, man.
That's fine. I mean, it doesn't excite me.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the title is being defended by Swerve. Okay, then it's being treated with some kind of importance. Good, that's fine. Swerve is doing something of importance, and then not just wrestling jobbers. He's got a Kazuchika Okada in front of him. That works. That's fine. Okay. What's Ospreay gonna be doing? We don't know. Was he not here tonight? He wasn't here tonight. And so
why isn't he here? What do you think he's doing? What do you think he's doing at Forbidden Door? Anything?
Who fucking knows?
You don't know?
But that is Forbidden Door of within itself. It's like, who's wrestling who at Forbidden Door? Who fucking knows? Someone in a different promotion with no continuity to an AEW story. That's kind of why, I mean, I feel like we're just gonna be taking this month off from AEW because the stories don't mean shit. Because now they gotta build towards Forbidden Door.
By the way, two other Ninja Turtle villains that might have seemingly gone over everybody's head: Baxter Stockman and Rat King. Remember him?
I do remember the Rat King.
Yeah.
I was never a fan of Baxter. He was fucking annoying, man.
Remember playing Turtles in Time, bro? Baxter Stockman was the first boss in the first level.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What a great game that was, huh?
I have it. I have it on my PS5.
A classic game. One of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, it's really good, man. I play it with my kids now.
It's a great game. What was not great was this main event. I don't know why this even took place, to be quite honest with you. AEW World Champion Adam Page wrestling 4 days after a Texas death match where he bled buckets after being stabbed with a knife, or a fork, rather. Well, no difference. Hangman Page, Mark Briscoe, and Powerhouse Hobbs. Where Shibata was, I don't know. You're asking where Samoa Joe was? He got taken out in the first match on Saturday afternoon.
Yep.
So Briscoe, I don't know why Briscoe is here, but I guess they needed to add to this all-star trios match by adding Mark Briscoe, because Shibata isn't really that much of an all-star. Against the Death Riders, Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Useless. Another Wheeler Yuta main event, bro. You'd think we'd be over with this after Moxley lost the championship, but here we are, man. It's like we're going backwards.
I will not tolerate this Wheeler Yuta slander, man.
Sure.
I'm a big Yuta fan.
This, I can't do it no more. You're already starting Page off. First of all, there was nothing lined up for Page's opponent at all. MJF cut a very good promo in the back claiming that he's going to be Hangman's depression, which was great. He needs to fucking be that looming cloud that just fucking casts doubt over the Cowboy now. Great. I can't wait to see it play out. But outside that, there really wasn't anybody lined up for him to defend the championship against. Who is he going to be defending the title against at All In? Is it going to be some rando from New Japan that nobody gives a fuck about? Is it going to be Gabe Kidd? Who's it going to be?
He's probably not going to defend it at all.
I don't even know why the fuck he was on this show. Never mind defending it 4 weeks from now.
Well, he needed to be on the show. I don't know why he's wrestling.
I don't know why either of these guys are wrestling tonight, but I'm not booking the show. It's ridiculous. Optics. Again, there's that word of the night. Optics. Having Moxley and Page wrestle tonight after what they went through just is ridiculous to me, man. I mean, just shit all over what they did on Saturday. Page should have cut a promo, and that's it. And like Jesse said, Moxley shouldn't have even been on the fucking show tonight.
No. They're out there in a regular match with a referee following rules and shit. Bro, they just tried to kill each other.
Page came out limping. Did he limp in the fucking match? I didn't see him limping in the match. He was in there fucking doing all this shit.
I didn't even pay any attention, to be honest with you, man. At this point in my stream, I was literally looking at one of my subscribers' custom cars and showing them my old car, man. And we were checked out. This match really didn't.
No, of course
satisfy
not.
anybody.
No, because it's just a retread of everything that we've seen for 9 months. They ended 9 months of torture only to now pick up and continue the 9 months of torture. It's like crazy. So after this, this match came to an end where Claudio ducked the buckshot. He went for a neutralizer. Page got a jackknife flash pin on Claudio. You would think, to me, if I'm booking this thing, Page puts the kibosh on Moxley and pins Moxley again. But, I mean, God forbid Moxley takes 2 pins in a row. That's never going to happen. So post-match, Moxley is blindsided by Page, and the Death Riders keep up the attack on Briscoe and Hobbs on the outside. All of a sudden, we see Darby in the rafters, if you even want to call him that. He's in the balcony. Here he's overlooking the Aragon Ballroom as Moxley sees him in the distance, and he is met with a buckshot lariat from Page. Death Riders retreat. Page and Hobbs and Briscoe stand tall with the Darby Allin staring down Moxley like Sting back in the WCW days, and that's the way the show went off the air. They had a 15-minute overrun here for this. I don't know why, but you know they wanna ignore the comparisons to WCW, and they want to dumb down the comparisons to WCW. But here they are taking a fucking page out of WCW's playbook, man. It's like watching Sting 30 years ago, bro, and Darby Allin do the same thing to Jon Moxley as he did to Hulk Hogan. Who cares?
No, it. Like I said, this was a dud. This whole show was a dud. It was a terrible follow-up to the pay-per-view. It would have served fine to a middle of the road. We have this random show in some random town somewhere. This was your show after All In. This was your first night of residency here in Chicago. it felt like a show you should have been trying to blow out of the water, but instead it was a show that you just wanted to get out of the way.
Like it's like they partied too hard on Saturday night, and then they said, "Oh man, we got work today," and did nothing, and sat at their desk and honestly did nothing.
It looked like they spent more time designing that T-shirt that Dax was wearing about you.
More effort went into that shirt than into this show. Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Collision on Saturday looks like this. We hear from Dustin Rhodes. Great. I can't wait to not watch. He should have been on tonight's show, being that he got a big send-off and a fucking huge parade in the ring on Saturday afternoon. We'll hear from Dustin Rhodes. Ricochet goes one-on-one with AR Fox, Jesse, Mr. Collision. Oh, man. Bandito, Jet Speed, and Mascara Dorada against Hechicero, Josh Alexander, Lance Archer, and Rocky Romero. So basically a much, much, much lesser version of what we got tonight, man. I guess that one will not be deemed an all-star 8-man tag, bro.
I guess not, man.
Roosh goes one-on-one with Katsuyori Shibata. Surprised Tony Khan realized that Roosh was still employed. Taya Valkyrie will go one-on-one with Alex Windsor, Jesse.
Okay, it's a showcase. But, man, they're treating Tyra as a jobber.
And Megan Bain, she goes one-on-one with Tay Mello.
Taya is being treated as a jobber right now, man. Literally.
No, but she's so happy about doing the YouTube show that she's got on AEW's YouTube channel, yeah.
Oh.
Like, she's got some destination show. She, vlogs from all these different destinations. Meanwhile, they don't use her on television.
All right, she's on TV. More we can say than about Deonna Purrazzo, man.
This show was fucking awful. That's all I have to say.
Does he hate Deonna Purrazzo or something? Like, what happened there?
She's as good as Guantanamo Bay, bro. Just like Hook. I believe Hook is in Guantanamo Bay, too.
Did she tweet about Punk or something?
I don't know, man. She might have had some incriminating DMs towards CM Punk, man, praising him or something. I don't know.
Bro, she is literally one of the best in the
Well,
entire company.
she partially kind of went out there and insinuated that Mercedes does have some sort of creative control, so maybe she's benched for that. Yeah. I don't know. Show sucks.
Wow. Okay.
But the sickos will say, "Oh, but they built stories. They built to so many things." JD from NY 206. Yeah, where did they do that? I'd love for you to tell me. Like we didn't watch the fucking show. We sat here for 2 hours. What do I get out of this show? I got nothing. I got nothing that I'm looking forward to next week, bro. Nothing.
Oh my god, man.
Let's get into these super chats so we can get on fucking Destiny and grind my my light level to 200 over here. Thank you guys very much for all of your support. Another rounding rendition of Red Skies here by the one and only Dr. Disrespect. Follow me on social media at JD from NY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Cameo. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. Make sure you guys go out there and check all the other content on the channel. Homepage is littered with content. If you missed anything, TNT, episode 103, the best two-man podcast in the entire IWC. There's no one even close. Go check out the Raw review. Roman Reigns returns. SummerSlam's looking very, very good. We got Evolution on Sunday, All In on Saturday, SmackDown on Friday, man. This is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 6 days straight of streams, man. I'm not doing a fucking thing tomorrow as far as streaming. I may put up a Rollins video because I do think it's a work. He was on the Rich Eisen show today, kind of embellishing on everything. I think it's a work, bro. What do you think of that Rollins entry?
I honestly have no idea what the fuck is going on.
All right, never mind.
I saw he got hurt, and people are questioning it, and he's saying it's legit. I don't know. Well, I don't have any reason to think it's a work. The guy, they said he's fucking injured. What's the problem?
I don't know.
Everything's the dispute about?
Everything's a work, bro.
Everything is a work.
Everything's
what is
a work.
the dispute about? He said he's hurt, then the man's hurt. The fuck? Until he's not, then he's hurt.
There you go. So go check all that stuff out. I may have something for you guys tomorrow. If not, I'm going to be playing Destiny all day tomorrow. So that's that. And please hit that thumbs up. We got 800 likes. That's the goal. Thank you very much. Can we push it to 1,000? We got 2,100 in here. Less than 200 to go, man. I would love it if you hit 1,000 likes. It's great. We had double the amount of people that were in Chicago tonight for AEW, man. But we are haters, you know?
Yep.
We hate the product. says the geeks on social media. Let's get into these super chats here. Who do we got? Nate, 6382 to $2 super chat. Is Tekla special? All I see is a cheap knockoff Bray Wyatt. I don't know. I'd love to hear what she sounds like. She hasn't spoken a word of English on American television.
You know,
who is she?
I feel like I have no idea who she is. Thank you for the super chat. She needs to speak.
Yes.
I feel like Dax should either come out and say that it's not you on the shirt or pay you a royalty fee.
I don't need his money.
No, we don't need shit. Besides the fucking point. Pay you or say that it's not you.
Bro, I take up more real estate in that locker room's head, especially Dax and Ricochet, man. I could have my own fucking metropolis, bro. I mean, you own a few rentals there as well, you know? It's crazy.
Hey, man. I would find it a little beneath me to go around that worried about what a podcaster is saying about me if I'm supposed to be the performer.
Supposedly, I heard that Jim Cornette is off limits for them, so they can't make fun of Jim Cornette publicly. But what we do here is free range. They could do whatever we want, whatever they want. They could say anything about us, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it goes against their guidelines, their company guidelines. It goes against their handbook. But
interesting. Why is Jim Cornette immune?
Because he's Jim Cornette.
So, what the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe everything that Jim Cornette is saying is factually correct, and they don't really have any rebuttal. But we do the same thing here, so they don't really have any rebuttal against us. Please prove us wrong. Someone prove what we did tonight wrong, man. What did we say that was so off base tonight? I'd love to know.
How many FTR shirts do you own?
I own 0. I've never owned an FTR shirt in my entire life, and I never plan on buying an FTR shirt.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Chat, do you guys have FTR shirts?
Chat, how many of you? Yeah.
Selling?
Yeah.
Is FTR selling any T-shirts around here?
Chat, how many FTR shirts do you guys own?
Is anyone buying FTR shirts? I would buy a Cash Wheeler shirt.
Would you?
Hell yeah, man. Cash Wheeler's awesome.
Maybe we should make a shirt with Dax on it. You think he'd like that?
If we sold one, that'd be bigger. Okay.
I'll do it. Ankle break AJ with a $5 super chat. I said 1 year ago, TK's follow-up is the worst. The show is supposed to be their Raw after Mania, and they just treat it as another lifeless Dynamite. You are correct. Ankle break AJ. You're going to get a round of applause, and this one goes to my guy Havili as well. Havili with a $100 super chat. What's up, JD and Jesse? It is Thursday, the 19th of July, 2025. Jesse, favorite ice cream. JD, favorite Harry Potter movies. My favorite Harry Potter movies are the Deathly Hallows 1 and 2. I like the darker films. Jesse, what's your favorite ice cream?
I don't really eat sweets.
What is your favorite ice cream, bro? You've had ice cream before. I know you have a favorite ice cream. Answer the man.
Strawberry.
There you go. Was that so difficult?
Yeah, because I don't feel like I was being honest. So it kind of fucking hurt. Yeah.
Cookie dough for me, Havili. Chocolate chip cookie dough. We love Havili. Thank you, brother. Selly 261. Sorry, Selly 261. $50 super chat. First Dynamite after a big pay-per-view should be the one that sets the tone for the next pay-per-view. Very little was done of that tonight. I was fairly bored most of the show. Keep up the great work, JD. See, we're not the only ones that feel that way. Yet we are the ones that are always criticized. It's amazing. Why do you guys feel that way, man? You're allowed to feel that way. Yet we feel that same way, and then we got fucking Dax putting us on a shirt. Great, bro.
Hey, man. Again, I've never worn an FTR shirt.
Never. Michelle with a $5 super chat. There were hints at the next set of feuds, but not enough to save this show. Mox was in the main event and didn't do jack shit. Done right. Darby, Mox may be fun. Sure. That'll probably take place in Toronto at All Out. That's my prediction there. Telewolf Swayze with a $4.99. Two-night show, just underwhelming. Oh, two-night show was just underwhelming. I was more interested in getting IMAX tickets for the Odyssey next year rather than this show. TK keeps dropping the ball. Yeah, I can't wait for that movie. Looks pretty good. It's a Christopher Nolan film. Can't wait.
Never heard of it.
Jason Barker with a $5 super chat. Corn, a big lump with knobs. It's got the juice. It's got the juice. Yeah, Jason, I was going to DM you earlier in the day. If you could do me a favor, bro, tone it down on going at Sap on Twitter, please. I didn't really condone it the first time on Monday, so please don't. It's,
oh yeah, that was Jason that tech. Yeah, Jason tagged me.
Yeah, it's not worth it, bro. Just give it a rest. You guys can say whatever you want in the chat. I don't give a fuck, because apparently he was watching, and apparently he was watching the stream, so he was watching it live during his Fightful review, just in case we said anything about him. But I mean, that's how weak-minded he is.
Look, man, I've the guy sitting next to me, I would go to war with, man. This is my fucking friend. This is my ride or die. I have respect for what Sap does in the community as a whole. These two are going at it. They got their beef. They got their issue. They'll work it out. They'll get through it at some point. At the end of the day, bro, I don't need this drama in my life. So no. I'm not going to get in the middle of it. I just hope it all works out.
Yeah. Don't tag Jesse either, please. It's just a waste. Josh, 17799. I wish YouTube would go back to the regular names, man. It's just ridiculous. $5 super chat. The sad trombone should have played after this show went off the air. God bless Jesse for watching Collision. Peace, JD. SRS can go sniff shit. Thank you, Josh. That sounds like a bad time sniffing shit, huh? Twister with a 199. Would you blame me if I said I gave up on AEW? No, I would not. Many people have already. Joseph Gonzalez with a 499. Hangman should have sold the injuries from the death match, and MJF plus the Syndicate should have been stalking an injured Hangman all night. Bro, they don't care. They put zero imagination and effort into the show. Hellfire Kai with a 5. My uncle tonight bought tickets for me and him to see Monday Night Raw here in Houston next week. I'm super excited. Stay lit AF. OTS for life, baby. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, no, Dark One is right. The stream, the names were normal on my stream.
Yeah, I have to see how. Someone said it's something in the settings. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I didn't opt in for that.
So they get their real ats.
Yeah.
So you can't. That might be something they're rolling out, because what this will do is stop people from being able to change their name to something obscene and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, so that it'll get past the filter, so they can just you have to go with their whole at. So they have to make a whole new goddamn account to change their name.
It's your channel. I had my regular name on. Maybe YouTube is rolling something out because I'm a larger channel. I got opted in for this fucking whatever experiment they're doing, and Jesse's channel is not there yet. I don't know.
Well, is this your first stream with the leaderboard? With the XP leaderboard?
This week on Monday was the first one.
Yeah, it just started for mine too. It just started the other day for me too. But others had it for weeks now.
Yeah. Solomon's just had it for like a month already.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. They are rolling out some changes. YouTube is, so let's just all be patient.
Triple M says you cannot change the at thing. Okay.
Yeah, no, you can't change your at. No.
That sucks. All right, Jason Park with a $5 super chat. Jesse's camera isn't obeying the new rules Carnival Cruise imposed on their guests on their cruises. It looks like he's on the ocean, just riding a ship, sailing across the seas.
The poop cruise?
Yeah. I didn't watch that yet. Is it good?
For the documentary?
Yeah.
It was, I mean, I don't know about good. It was funny. You know, but, I mean, it is what it is. The boat got incapacitated.
I see.
People pooped.
I see. Triple M, what's up, brother? $2 super chat. Work didn't let me game. I will be on tomorrow. All right. I don't know how long I will be on tomorrow. I might have a little bit, but I'll be going to get happy hour drinks tomorrow. So it's an early day for me.
2 missions. I already did 2 legendary missions on my Titan solo. I'm probably gonna do some more tonight too.
Yeah, I'm almost at the end, and then I can start doing some solo ops and whatnot to get that out of the way. But Triple M, thank you, brother. Arrow Stream with a 5. Former House of Glory champion Santana showed up at Subway Mania today for a recording. Have you seen it online? No, I did not. What is Subway Mania?
Oh, man, over in New York, man, it's a whole goddamn wrestling promotion where they cosplay.
Oh, is that what
wrestlers.
that is? Okay.
Yeah. The Hardys showed up like 2 weeks ago.
All right.
Like legit showed up, like the actual Hardy Boys.
How do you know when they're holding shows? Do they announce it?
You can probably find them on YouTube or something. Like, subscribe to the channel or whatever. It's actually fairly entertaining, man.
Yeah.
It really is.
Thank you, Arrow Stream. Beef Cheeto with a $4.99. What a blown chance to keep new viewers AEW may have gained from All In. Tony will never learn. JD and Jesse, you guys are the best. Keep it up. Thank you, brother. Mr. Noob with 13 months. It's Aragon, not Argon, named after the region in Spain. Just an FYI, Jesse. Also, it's not Jules.
Welcome to Chicago, man. We have our own unique ways of pronouncing things.
There you go.
Sometimes they're right. Most of the time they're not.
Havili, thank you for the $100 super chat, brother. We'll see you on Friday stream. Beast Comatose with a $6.99. JD sees Dax's new tee and says, look at that, Dax. Finally something from you that isn't mid. To be bad, it's my face carrying the merch table now. It's the most popular shirt that they've ever had. Thank you. $2 Yep. $2 super chat from Havili. JD, are you going to watch WWE Unreal? Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm going to cover it.
I also am very much looking forward to Happy Gilmore, too. Hannah with a $4.99. Call me a simpleton because I thought tonight was good. Lots of seats planted, and I'm into it. You are not a simpleton, Hannah, but the show sucked tonight.
It's subjective.
It is very subjective. We thought it sucked. If you had a good time, perfectly okay.
That's what's important.
Yeah. Adam JD 519 with a $2 super chat. StreamYard issues more entertainment than more entertaining than Dynamite. It's a minor glitch, bro. It'll be. We'll fix it at some point. What did Triple M says? Also, do Encore for best power grind. Quick 200 power. What is What is Encore?
Is that the new seasonal activity? I take it.
I have no idea. Is that what you get after you finish the campaign?
I haven't finished it yet.
What is Encore, bro? Basic with a new membership, which is not the case because he's got a gold microphone, but thank you for the recommitment, brother. And a $4.99. Hook is the newest member of Guantanamo Bay. Hook is going to NXT. I think so.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I think so. What did Hellfire Kai say? Issa had it too? What did Issa have? The glitch?
Issa had a...
Oh, Encore is the Choir of One mission. Yeah, Triple M, I've been using the Choir of One through the Legendary campaign, man. My God, man. You thought the Lord of Wolves was fucking good yesterday. This shit is melting bosses so quick. Yeah. What did Hellfire, what did Issa have? Did she have the same problem with StreamYard?
I don't know about that, but she had a power failure like 15 minutes into her stream. And she never got back.
LOL Guardian with a $2 super chat. But JD from that what? 209. Yeah. Big Steve with the 9 months. Maybe Tony Khan makes a trios women's championship. Even worse.
Oh my God. Stop.
Dr. Dakota Scorpio. No more titles. Dr. Dakota Scorpio with a $5 super chat. So is TK a booker or an over-the-top positive streamer doing money giveaways? Glad I stopped watching. Cheers to you both. Thank you, Doctor. Adam JD with a 2. This stream is greater than Dynamite. Always is. Kenny Clifford with a $20 super chat. Don't worry, JD and Jesse. If the sickos aren't bitching, they're not breathing. Keep telling it like it is. Why don't you guys stream Destiny? Well, less people now are playing Destiny than ever before, bro. I don't think it's something that people who want to get into the streaming world are going to opt to play. Everything's pretty much dead until Grand Theft Auto comes out. Honestly.
I don't feel like it'd be that entertaining.
No.
Sit around and watch us play.
No.
I mean, maybe it would be if we had our cameras on and set up and everything. But for me, it's not as fun to play. I want to be able to relax and play and not have to be on, if that makes any sense.
The Crazy Man with a $5 super chat. Get Chris Statlander into WWE, put her with Heyman, and have her feud with Rhea Ripley. It would be incredible. Also, what did Jesse think of Evolution? Did you watch Evolution, bro?
Be honest, I did not.
I think you should go watch at least that Rhea Io match, being that you love Io.
I saw some matches, but I didn't see enough to say that I watched the pay-per-view, so I did not know.
All right. Yeah, I thought it was a great show. Probably the best top to bottom WWE show all year. So,
really?
Yeah, it was great. Jay Hesse with a $4.99. I hope death is a woman. That way, it will never come from me. Sean Ross Sapp. Is that what he said? Or are you just calling him a virgin for the sake of it? I don't know. Thank you, Jay Hesse. And Warrior with a $4.99. Mina Mellons needs to get TK to pay to Live Crew so she can have me. So horny as her theme song. Okay. Mina Mellons needs to pay to get TK to get 2 Live Crews so she can have me so horny as her. Okay. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
It just struck midnight here in Chicago.
All right, we're getting out of here.
Happy birthday to my wife.
There you go. Happy birthday to Jesse's wife. Look at that.
There we go.
All right, we're getting out of here. Thank you guys very much for all your support. Follow us on social media at JDfromNY206, at Chi-Town Smark on X. Hit that subscribe button to this channel. Hit that subscribe button over on Jesse's channel. His link is down in the description below. Go check out all the content on the channel. There is plenty of it. I may or may not be back with some content tomorrow to round out a full 7 days of content. But I'll see you guys back live Friday for SmackDown. We got John Cena and Cody Rhodes once again face-to-face. Will they do anything to get us excited? Probably not. But you know who will be there? Jelly Roll will be there. And nobody will give a shit. Thank you guys very much for all your support. Hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let us know what you thought about Dynamite. Did you love it? Did you hate it? I read them all. So make sure you guys go and do that. Until Friday, I will see you guys right back here live for SmackDown on Off the Script. I'll see you guys later.